Okay, I'm getting starting flying. You in the game yet?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just texting.
Okay, I thought I saw the notification, but I wasn't sure. I thought of a problem we have with our rotor factory that we made last time.
What problem did you think of?
Um, you know how we overclock those machines?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't overclock the machines before that. What I'm trying to say is, since it's overclocked, it's going to need more iron, like smelted
Uh,
iron and iron ore, but we aren't providing it with anymore.
well, I think okay, that is true, but
So it's,
I do think that there was some like more iron ore was going in than
we might have had a backlog, but that'll eventually run out.
well,
I think we need to also overclock one of the smelters and the miner.
that makes sense. Um, let's see how many rotors we've got. I knew we were like almost at 100 before we stopped.
Really. I'm gonna steal
Yeah.
the overclock thing that I had one of these machines over here.
Okay.
See, I got one, I have two over here. Taking them both out.
I mean, the important thing from what I'm seeing is that the rotors appear to be made constantly with and I don't think there's a ton of backlog,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah, I'm just saying we weren't quite as efficient as we thought we were.
yeah.
We overlooked that one part of it. Let's see which ones.
All right. All we need now is the cage things. And they 3 reinforced iron plates and 12 iron rods.
I'm trying to make this more efficient.
Mm. Do you think
My,
will we need these cage things later in the game?
the what do you call them?
The cube things?
Yeah, the modular frames, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll need those, a bunch of those in the future.
So we might as well.
Yeah, make up a good, like, factory of them.
Okay. Um. Hmm. I think I'm gonna start new with this one and find a new iron node. Now, if something is blinking and it's near us, does that mean that there's an extra one there?
What's blinking?
Like, if there's If it says that there's iron like right near us, does that mean that we haven't used that one yet?
I'm not sure what you're seeing.
If I do the iron scan
Yeah.
and something comes up, does that mean there's an opportunity to mine there?
No, that could be one we're already using.
Okay.
I think that's okay. That's what you're asking. I need to upgrade these conveyor belts. I need 10 reinforced iron plates.
Alright, I'm gonna build up the beginnings of the steel plate things or whatever they are.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep on working on this rotor factory a bit.
And concrete and a portable miner.
So you're gonna make the modular frames.
Yeah, there's a really nice pier one really close by.
That's pier. Nice. Let's see. Where is it at? To the east over there?
It's east. It's like it's within 100 meters of the rotor
Oh, really?
stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Are you on
good.
top of me? No. Okay.
What? Okay.
I thought you were on top of me. Must have been a little glitch or something. I'm gonna do that concrete stuff, the foundation stuff again. Although it's pretty flat. Is that
I would rather just build everything on foundations if we can.
okay?
It just helps keep things at nice and even rows and like 90-degree angles and stuff. Like how our rotor thing's all like in a nice line and how they were in rows. It just makes it easier.
Okay. I now understand what you meant. Before I was like, why does he care?
And it's still, you still only like see half of it. Like as we keep on upgrading and stuff, it'll make it easier to add on later.
Okay. Damn. There's a really glitchy spot.
Yeah.
Kind of under the northwest corner of your foundation. Like under it. Actually, they're both normal. They're not pure.
Oh, that's alright. Piers is pretty rare to find. Like usually those are in like hard to reach places or something. So I just made 2 more iron rod machines. Do you want to do some more math for me?
Sure.
So you know how we had all these iron rod machines?
Yep.
I forget how many we had, like 8 of them or something. I just added 2 more. So now we have like 10.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out if the 2 new ones should all be doing iron rods or not.
Well,
I'm hoping not to have to overclock.
alright, hang on.
I'm only
So you added 2 more what?
iron rod machines.
Okay. So that would be you're making 150 a minute. Are you trying to put in a 4th assembler?
Well, so you know how I was saying we overclocked those iron rod machines, but we didn't overclock the things before
Smelters?
feeding it? Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I did was I overclocked the miner, and then that miner allowed me to place 1 new smelter, and that fed 2 more iron rod things without having to overclock those instead.
Okay. I got you.
I think if I just feed these into the iron rod thing, it's probably good. Because we had 3 overclocks, so that was 250% more. So we were making 20 extra iron rods, and now we're...
When we were overclocking, we were making 2.5 extra ones.
Okay.
And we were making 20 extra screws.
How much is 2.5 extra? How many per minute is that?
2.5 per minute. What do you mean?
Extra?
Yeah, that's what. So it was 40. We did have 40, and then we overclocked up to 62.5. So if you're adding
what's
2,
the net? So we added 62.5 minus 40. That's how many.
we added 22.5 by overclocking.
Okay. Now I'll be
So-
adding 30.
You'll be adding 30.
Yeah, by only overclocking the miner.
Yeah. So you
We'll
could.
have a little excess, but I don't think it's worth.
Yeah.
I could overclock the miner more, but I think I'll just tie in these 2 extras and keep them as rods, and I think that'll be good.
Yeah. 10. Hang on a second. Let me make sure we're. 1. If you have 4 total using
I have 4 and 1/3 making rods.
Okay. And you have 5 and 2/3. 5 and 1/3.
That sounds
You have,
right.
you have 4 and 2/3 making rods.
Yeah.
And then you have 5 and 1/3 making screws. So now you'll be making 10 excess rods
Alright.
and 20 excess screws.
Okay. I can live with that.
You would need a lot. You'd need 80 more screws to get another assembler, and you'd need 10 more rods to get another assembler.
Well, I could overclock the miner more, but I don't feel like messing with that now. So now we're only using one overclock, one power shard this whole thing, and that's on the miner.
I feel like you could. What would happen if you overclocked the miner one more?
We could put, I think, another 2 more, no, we could put 1 more furnace, which would give us 2 more iron rod things.
Which would get 180.
Every overclock, I think, will give us another 30 more iron ore per minute. But I'd rather not overclock. We don't need to, really.
20. All right, here's the.
What do you got?
If you overclock it one more time to make it 180,
Yep.
then it becomes really easy math-wise.
180 what?
We have it overclocked, so it's normally at 120 rods a minute, and then we overclocked it to 150. If you overclock it to 180, then you would dedicate 5 and 1/3 exactly to rods, and 6 and 2/3 exactly to screws, and you would have 4 assemblers all working at exactly 100% efficiency. Something to think about. When I got done playing, I feel like I got a lot better at the math too.
Yeah.
I had to like understand what we were doing first, you know.
Yeah. Well, should I make that change or not?
How bad will we need rotors or things that require rotors?
We'll probably need it eventually, which might be way down the road.
I think.
And I feel like I either do this now or I never do it, though, is the thing.
I think it's smart to have like one big factory for every major part,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I like that. So you said 5 and 1/3 or 2/3 doing what?
5 and 1/3. Hang on a second. 5 and 1/3 doing rods.
Okay, and
Hello?
6 and 2/3 doing screws?
I am gaming. Okay. Alright. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. No. Tuesday, but like pre-dinner works best. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay. Love you too. Bye now. All right, Cash, I'm back, and
All right.
let me rethink. I know that the math works out at 4. I want to make sure I give you the perfect information. So you will need 100 rods going to screws and 80 rods going to rods. Yep, 5 1/3, 6 2/3. So 6 2/3 go to screws, 5 1/3 go to rods.
Okay. I feel like I gotta jot that down before I forget. Let me open up a notepad or something on my computer. Or actually, I'll just type it in our Discord. 6 2/3 screws.
Yep.
And
which will be going into 10 constructors. 5 1/3 to rods, 6 2/3 to 10 constructors. You figure that out. I don't.
Yep.
There will be. So in essence, Cash.
Yep.
There'll be 20 thirds to divvy up to 10 constructors. 20 thirds, 10 constructors. So 2/3 going to each constructor.
Yeah. So. So right now we have 5 1/3 on screws, and I gotta change that to 6 2/3. I'm gonna have to disable half the factory route while I redo this.
That is a lot more efficient to just overclock the miner.
Yeah, and then just build more about everything else.
Yeah.
making a modular frame factory.
Mm-hmm.
So I got, let me count these. So I got 12 machines making iron rods. That seems right. 6 2/3 of those need to be turned into screws.
Do you remember what the recipe was for the steel cage things?
It's done in a assembler. It takes two different things. I think it's
Alright.
like reinforced iron plates and something probably.
I'm gonna build an assembler, figure out what it is, and then delete the assembler.
Yep. There might be a way you can look it up, but... I forget what it is. Oh well.
It's 3 reinforced iron plates. And 12 iron rods. Okay. And then the reinforced iron plates are also made in one as well. They require 6 iron plates. And 12 screws. Okay.
So it was 6 and 2 parts.
Wait, okay. If it can only help. Six. Four iron rods. To make 5. Four iron plates. Screws. So 3 iron ingots, 2 iron ingots. Which one? 2.0. Up to 300.
Alright, how do these screws get split up again?
Does it make it takes in 3 iron ingots and it makes 2 iron plates. It says
Yep.
it says 20 parts per minute. Does that mean 40 plates?
That's what. So the output of the machine before that should also be 20.
What are you saying?
So wait, it says it needs what as the input?
It needs 3 iron ingots to make 2 iron plates.
What's the part
And
per minute?
It says it can take in 30 iron ingots per minute,
Okay,
or 30 parts per minute to 20 parts per minute. Does that mean 20 iron plates, or does that mean 40 iron
I always
plates?
look at how many parts per minute. So it says what can take in I'm not sure what you're talking about without seeing it. You're saying a lot of numbers.
Okay. So 30 parts per minute
Is the
to
input?
20 parts per minute. Yes.
And 20 is the output of the thing before it?
So the output, so it says 3 iron ingots to
Yeah,
2
ignore
iron
that.
plates.
What's the per minute?
30 parts per minute to 20 parts per minute. I'm asking, does it make 40 iron plates in a minute or 20 iron plates in a minute?
So it goes from 30 parts per minute to 20?
Yes.
So that means that 20, that machine that does 20 per minute will be working at 100%. You need like 1.5 of those machines.
So 40, so it does make 40 plates in 1 minute.
Yes.
Okay.
If I'm understanding correctly.
And 66. 108. Okay. I finished the math for the whatchamacallit.
I'm almost done upgrading this. Alright, we got 4 assemblers now. Just gotta fix the output.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright, should I come over to where you're at?
In a second. Hang on, let me.
Well, I'm done with what I'm doing.
Alright.
So I can come check it out or whatever.
Yeah, you can see my vision. This is gonna be a super... You said we needed a lot, so I'm gonna make a lot.
That's fine.
This is my vision. There'll be lots of overclocking on the miners.
Okay. Know that
Because eventually we'll get the better ones, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was
So
about to say. Keep in mind that.
So I mean, it's like it'll work. That's the thinking here. Okay.
Okay.
So if I have 5, 2 to 5,
This is where you're building it.
I'm trying to get 2 to go to get.
Now, Matt.
What?
You remember how I was talking about making the platforms all north, south, west, east facing?
If you want to fix that, I guess you may.
Well, it's too late now.
I'm trying to figure out how to. I'm going 1 to 5, and I'm trying to math out what's the best way to do these splitters.
I might know a better way to lay this out.
If you want to,
But
it just needs 10 smelters is what it needs.
10 smelters.
Yep.
How much do you plan on overclocking this place?
Thrice, both. But again, once the better.
I would plan on just twice.
Well,
Because
then we would go down to 3 assemblers.
Because we can't even. We don't have fast enough conveyor belts to do more than 120 parts per minute.
Alright, well. If that's the case, then we have to bring it down to 3 assemblers. Alright, hang on. Ugh. Ugh, it almost works for 210. 240. Alright. 90. Alright, so then we need 8 smelters.
Yep. I'm out of iron duplicates.
8 smelters. 120. Okay, so three of the smelters will be. Wait a second. Three of the smelters will be just for iron plates, and 5 will be for 5 will be just for iron rods.
Oh, you got rid of my things.
I was gonna use them, but then I didn't understand how you had them, so
Can I put them back?
I
I ran out of materials. I was gonna just...
I mean, if you want to do it that way, I guess. I was just gonna...
I mean, you don't need to. It just... It kind of makes it more compact. I wasn't going to, like, split them evenly.
Oh.
Like, I wasn't gonna split it in half and then split it in half again. I was gonna just put them all into one and split it and put the rest all in the next and split it and put the next all in the next one and so on. And once the machines, like, fill up, it would be fine.
So, were you saying that one smelter can make 2 iron rod things? That
I think so. Sounds right.
okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna get real messy, Cash. I need more constructors. But Cash, let me show you what I'm doing, so you don't just start destroying everything.
I probably will.
So these 5,
Yeah.
I lined it up because the midpoint is going to be right here, where these 3 are going to be making iron plates, and these 10 it's going to be are going to be making iron rods.
You didn't leave much room here.
All right, well that was the idea. I guess you can dismantle and remake. I got to get more stuff. So
Okay.
hang on, let me. So we'll need 10 for iron rods, and we'll need. Now I'm not certain if I.
We need 10 constructors for iron rods.
Yeah, we need 10 constructors for iron rods. Yep.
Okay. I got an idea here.
How many? Now I'm losing myself on the math. Hang on. 36 iron plates. I think the iron plates might be 1-to-1 for the constructors. Yeah, I think you might only need 3. I was trying to. I think that's all you need.
10 and 3.
I believe. I unconvince myself with the math like every 10 seconds.
We gotta make iron plates, which means we need screws.
Um. Cash, I think I'm going to get off soon.
Yeah.
I didn't realize what time it was. And I'm getting kind of sick, if I'm being honest.
Sick of what?
I love this game. I'm just like getting nauseous.
Can't handle the math?
No. I don't even remember what I came back here to do.
You are gonna get more resources. I think we should do this all as if we're not gonna overclock. And scale it back a bit.
Well, I mean, I looked at the math and it's not great if we don't overclock at all.
No.
You know?
No, I don't know.
We need no overclocking. We would be able to operate 1.9 assemblers, if that makes sense.
Okay. Not too far off from 2.
So is that what you want to do? 2 assemblers?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
I kind of want to just tear this down and restart. Got an idea in my head of a different way to lay it out that might make it expandable, so we can always add on to it later.
Alright.
But that might be better for another day.
Alright. Yeah, alright. We can maybe draw, either keep it in your head or draw out what you want to do. Because
I got it in my head.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm actually sick or I don't think so. It's like my stomach gets a little queasy playing this game for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. I think you can just get lost in it, you know?
No, I don't.
Would you? All right, shut up with your no. I don't.
Well, I don't know. I don't understand the whole getting sick part of it. I can understand getting kind of addicted to it and not wanting to stop.
We've made 221 of those things that
The rotors.
the rotor plate things.
The smart plating.
Yeah. Yeah, smart plating. And it doesn't help that you keep changing the design every 10 seconds.
Hey,
You didn't like my idea.
This design's the rotor design's finished.
I wish I understood the math more.
I think sometimes you can just overthink the math.
Alright, so what I would tell you, Cash, if we're just going to do no overclocking, that 2/3 should be dedicated to iron rods and 1/3 should be dedicated to iron plates. That's about as... If we do no overclocking, will there be 4 smelters? That's right?
Yeah. I want to build it in a way, though, that it's expandable, so that when we get the better miners, we can just add on to it without tearing it out.
Okay.
I think I'm going to build a new platform to build it on, too, because I'm worried about running out of room.
Alright. So... Did you make yourself a Xeno Basher, Cash?
No, not yet. I forgot about that. How long did you want to keep on flying for?
I am... Right now, I'm building you a Xeno Zapper, and then I'm gonna get off.
Oh. Yeah, it sounded like you were planning on getting off soon.
Yeah. Or Xeno Basher, sorry. Where are you, Cash?
I'm still back at your place. Where the iron thing.
Where are you?
Way up in the sky.
Alright, well,
Up
is that a
in-
ladder?
No, this is a vertical conveyor lift.
Alright, right below this vertical conveyor is your zapper.
Alright, I'll
Or
come
your
down to you. I'm out of
your
concrete anyway.
Xenobasher.
I need to make a better way up here. Yeah, I'm gonna build a new factory up here.
Alright. I'm gonna get off, but it's right.
I'm gonna stop
What?
too.
But make sure you get the Xenobasher that
I'm
I.
coming. Just had to take the long way down.
Right here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, cuz.
Alright.
Make sure you save it. And get rid of that subpar weapon in your hand.
I just did.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Alright. I'll see you, Cash.
See ya. Game is saved.
Good, good.
See ya.